You've worked so hard for all the things you have. The salary, the status, the success. And with that image, there's a drink. One to unwind, one to loosen up, one to take the edge off. But how do you know when a drink is more than just a drink? We get it. We can help. Karen's Grandview program has been helping accomplished people just like you regain their lives. Talk to us. Visit karen.org/Grandview.
With the new iPhone SE for less than $100 at Metro, you rule. It's the most affordable iPhone on the #1 brand in prepaid. So whether you're studying online or FaceTiming.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, dear. The iPhone SE has all you need. Switch to Metro and get the iPhone SE for $99.99 after rebate redemption and 6 months of service with AutoPay. Metro by T-Mobile. Rule your day. Limit 1 per account/household. Requires port and ID validation. Not valid for numbers currently on the T-Mobile network or active on Metro in past 90 days. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
This episode of Jade NXT is sponsored by Femme Noir, playfully provocative vegan hair care for sexy girls with curls who want to kiss straight hair goodbye and say hello to seductive curls. As a special offer for our listeners, we've partnered with Femme Noir to give you 20% off your order when you use the offer code JXD at checkout. To get a claim on your Femme Noir products, go to shopfemmenoir.com and use the code JXD to save 20% on your first purchase. That's shopfemmenoire.com, because natural hair is sexy.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. Take it, Jay.
Ride the sleigh like a BMX. No reindeer wanna be my ex. I love when I go on tour cause he glows more when I see him less. I get blitzing off. Rudolph's nose turns on. I told him the other day, don't land on that lawn. Yeah, Santa C, I'm back, bitches. I wanna hear that I'm flying different. Same elves that be talking about me be the same elves who be ass kissing. Miss Claus ain't who she says she is, and she eat too much grits and catfishing. Same deers that was sending shots, endless reaching out like they back itching. Why would I hop in the sleigh when I can just hop in a Porsche? Prince say she gonna do what to who? That's not a reliable source. So have you seen the snowman? Damn, it's cold as fuck, man. I'm the Trap Saint Nick, man. Ho ho on my dick, man.
Motorsport, put that thing in sports. Shout it bad, pop it like a court.
Welcome to another episode of Jade NXT. I am XD.
I'm the Trap Mrs. Claus. I don't know.
We are back again with another rousing episode of this shit here. Wagwan, Bridrin.
Ain't shit, man. It's been a week, man.
Ooh, girl, tell me something good.
Don't have anything.
Yeah.
Team Typing Fast and Taking Care is today, Friday. So shout out to our good sis Kia. This is her very first event.
Yes.
Face will be in the place.
Dr. Kia.
Dr. Kia. So my face will be in the place, and it's going to be a really nice time for the women who attend. So I can't wait to see you all there. Outside of that, it is you know how it is. You know what it do. I don't have no stories. Except for the nigga on the train. I tweeted about it, but there was a nigga on the train, and so there was this whole thing, like, Fran texted me all this stuff or whatever, and I was like, who we got to ride on? You know what I'm saying? You know what? That reminds me, I need to charge my taser. So, charge my taser up, because I'm like, I need to start carrying this in the streets, you know what I'm saying? So, charged the taser, didn't put it in my bag, though. And then the nigga got on the train with a bubble coat that matched his Uptowns.
Yikes.
Shifty eyes, and he was eating a lollipop. I was very upset that I didn't bring my taser that day.
Eating a lollipop? Like a blow pop?
Yeah, but like he was eating it mad aggressively, so it wasn't even like oh, he's eating a lollipop, so I'm cool. No, it was like, oh, I don't like how you're eating that lollipop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might have been off a little bit.
Touch.
Yeah. Yikes. So you have a taser?
I do.
Oh.
All you got to do is put them 2 prongs in, charge that sucker up like an iPhone. Fry a nigga like catfish.
Like Mrs. Claus, apparently.
Too much grits and catfish.
My week was cool. You know, it's cold AF.
Nigga.
Yeah, it's ethnically insensitive outside.
My weather app this morning said nigga with a little circle. That was the temperature.
The degree sign. What's the temperature today? Nigga. Yo, it took every ounce of me to like muster up to get out of bed. Like, are you for real? But I did something really interesting this week. I did a guest appearance on this podcast called So Shameless. And hosted by Tahoe. It's really cool because Tahoe and So Shameless used to be hosted by this guy named Tahoe and Passport Cuddy, which is a Twitter celebrity. However, Passport Cuddy has left, and so now it's just Tahoe. And so Tahoe is interesting in having these dynamic conversations with people that nobody ever really wants to have. So like on this new season or this new era of his podcast, the very first episode is him and his baby moms.
Oh, that is interesting.
Oh, girl, was it? It was 2 hours of them navigating how they got to this good space, but it ended up rehashing some old, like, feelings about things and history and stuff. So there's parts that are uncomfortable, but it's also like, no, this is refreshing. These are conversations that we need to have with people.
That's dope.
Right. And so he had me on to talk about homosexuality because he is once a problematic straight man. And so he asked me, we almost talked for 3 hours.
Wow.
In depth about sexuality and what it means. And he asked me some questions that may make people uncomfortable, but I didn't steer away from it.
What?
But it comes out.
What's an example? Give us one.
He talked to me. We talked about the main premise of the conversation was really like, how do you know you're gay? What does gay mean? He asked me about like why are some men effeminate? Like he was just like, why do niggas like walk with their limp wrist or whatever, or or like, or how he also doesn't believe bisexuality exists. And so we had a in-depth conversation about that. He also, in a previous episode, because Mandy was on from Horrible Thoughts was on the episode
Horrible Decisions
this past week. Yeah. And he said that a man's manhood is in his asshole.
Okay.
So he feels like if a man is being penetrated, that he's automatically gay. And so, I will say it was an interesting conversation because I had to come up with a safe word. So when he got way too deep, so I was like, so our safe word is Kuji Jakalia. so yeah. And there are moments where I'm like, oh, Kuji Jakalia, Kuji Jakalia, Kuji Jakalia. To reel him back. I
can't wait to hear that.
Yes, it's a really, really good conversation. And I can't wait for you all to hear it. It was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot. But that was my week, really getting prepared for the holidays.
Yeah, you were, because you texted me today.
Yeah.
Look at you. You're just all efficient. Meanwhile, my ass.
Well, I had to get my girl a gift.
She's gonna be tell the people what you got her.
Oh, well, Noah G'd me out of a Barbie dream car. So that's what she got, baby. Mm-hmm. And I had a secret Santa, and so I had to get them something.
I know who it is.
And I also, I need to get so we're doing White Elephant at work.
Oh, if I hear this one more time.
I know. Now, last year I didn't participate because I didn't like them like that. Well, I didn't. Yeah. So and I was very honest and vocal about it. I was like, I don't know and or like y'all like that. But now that I've been there, and I'd only been there for like a few months. Now that I've been there for over a year, I'm like, and it's not Secret Santa, it's White Elephant. So now it just could be anything. So I've also just decided just to buy a big bottle of Hennessy and be like, here you go. Fight over
that's
it.
Real. No, that's real. No, everybody take a shot.
Because the theme is supposed to be Winter Wonderland. So your gifts for the White Elephant is supposed to be winter related.
Sounds winter and wonderful.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like, why wouldn't it? And I work with a whole bunch of millennial niggas, so
they'll be very happy.
Soups.
Years later, and I'm still at the and / or like or know y'all.
Yeah. I mean,
they'd be like, I'll be like, ooh, I'll let you know. Let me stop. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Never come back.
Right. But listen to us anywhere you can listen to podcasts except for SoundCloud. We do have a major announcement coming in the few weeks because
actually,
I'm gonna wait.
What you gonna wait on?
We don't have to wait technically
because legally everything is bound to fall.
Yes.
All right. So
do you want to say it?
We coming back to Cali State. Coming back to Cali State. We coming. Yeah. So Jaden XD. Let me announce this part.
Go ahead.
Jaden XD are coming back to Cal State. We've made a couple revisions, so it'll be easier for a lot of you all to come. The show is going to be on a Saturday.
Hey.
I picked this weekend because it was near and dear to my heart. We were offered several weekends, but I picked this one because it was near and dear to me. The show will be on 4/21.
Hey!
At Cal State LA from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. So, it'll be so much easier. You all are not going to be sitting in LA traffic trying to come from work, which we know we got a lot of complaints about. So, yes, we are coming back to LA. We gave you months in advance, so you are able to make whatever arrangements it is that you can make. For those who were there at the last show, we're going to do something totally different, way better. It's going to be a good ass time. You ask our New York show, ask everybody who attended the New York show. It was a good ass time.
Ooh, we had a wang dang motherfucking doodle here in New York. And so Jade and I worked really hard to rework our live shows to make them a different experience compared to any other show you've ever been to for podcasts. So we are excited to bring our show on the road.
Super excited.
And we love CSULA. Like, they have been super supportive. They were the ones that gave us our first live gig, and we owe them a bunch. And
shout out to Fred. You gotta say it.
I can't wait to go back.
You gotta say a nigga's name like Fred. You gotta say it like Fred.
Yeah, Fred. But yes, we love them, and we cannot wait to come 4/21. There also might be something else added that weekend, from what I understand.
Yes. So I'll prematurely announce it, but I'm letting you all know now. It's not totally confirmed, but we are working on bringing a Dopest dinner party to LA that same weekend. So let me know if you guys would come, how many of you guys would purchase tickets. The Cal State show is free, so you don't have to spend money twice, but it would be dope to see a lot of you there. So let me know if you would come, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right, boom. Let's get into it.
Yo, I am high and listening to the Favorite Things episode and ordering Christmas presents. I'm about to be broke. Bye.
It's Pop Culture Day, guys. Except, girl, so on Monday, this New York City bomb shit.
Oh my gosh.
I do want to say shout out to the woman that sent all the podcasts the email, not the one that we read for filth last week. But there is another lady who sent all the podcasts, us, The Read, and The Friend Zone, emailed checking to make sure we were okay, because they know all of us live here in New York. And thank you for checking in on us. We were all okay.
We did. I think group chat, everybody was good.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people don't know. Like, we all have a group chat. It's all, how many of us? 2, 5,
7,
8, 9 of us. I don't remember
7.
How many. 7 of us. Yeah.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Or 8. There's a bunch of us in the pod, and we have a group chat, and so we were all checked in. My office is the closest to where it happened.
That nigga was right there.
Yeah. And I decided to leave late because I was, I try to cook breakfast every morning.
Oh, that's so nice.
No, girl, Times Square is expensive.
That is also very honest. New York, Times Square means New York City. New York City is expensive.
Yeah, and I guess I could eat in Brooklyn, but it's just like
Still expensive.
Yeah, so like let me try to save a little cash when I can.
I work in Brooklyn. That shit is expensive.
I mean, technically, you live in Brooklyn, however, or work in Brooklyn, however, it's kind of expensive where you. Hold on. Total side note. So I was on Twitter a couple weeks ago, and there was this guy who was talking about, I'm about to go to the bodega or whatever, and they were talking about the store that's right downstairs from your office.
What?
Right. They're saying how it's a bodega. Oh, like how they're like, when your bodega sells Christmas trees or something. And everybody was like, that's not a bodega, my nigga. That is a small grocery store.
It's a small supermarket with a deli.
Right.
What are you
like?
It's not a bodega at all.
Like they sell like cornichons and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like they sell like brie
to make dinner. Yeah, produce.
Yeah.
And not like lemons and oranges and bananas and apples, because that's what the bodega fruit.
Right. And like he was like, well, this store has a cat. Okay.
So what, nigga? Oh my God. Speaking of that same store, there's this one. I already talked about how one of the cashiers, she's irritating as fuck, right? Because she stays putting my card down on this counter. And I keep telling her that she's rude as fuck. I was like, do I put my card down on the counter or do I put it in your hand? So she keeps putting it in my... And so what she started doing is... Because I called her out on it. What she started doing is... She started handing me my card. She got information. And then she started being spiteful again because she don't like me for whatever reason. Now, there's another little one. She is so nice. When my foot was broken, she was asking me all the time how it was healing, all of that. This little one got some kind of issue. So the last time I went in there, she looks at me in my face. She's about to hand me my card, and then she looks at me and puts the card down on the counter. So I saw that little glimmer of spite. Before she could get it all the way onto the counter, and I had one of the contractors with me because I bought them lunch for helping me in the office. So just as she was about to put my card on the counter, I snatched that shit out of her hand. I mean, I reached my hand into her hand. If I could have ripped her arm off, I probably would have. I was like, don't give me my shit. And so the dude who was with me, he was like, what in the fuck? I said, no, we got beef. I was like, me and her, we got beef. We got beef forever. I do not fuck with this bitch. But anyway. Petty peeve. Petty peeve. Don't put my shit on the counter.
Petty pillar.
Literally, she's my enemy forever, though. I'm serious.
Oh, also, side note, Jade and I are recording remotely today. So
if you hear anything funny.
Yeah, just know it's because I am in northern Brooklyn and Jade is in central Brooklyn. We're galaxies away from each other. But yeah, the subway
Shut up.
thing.
That's not what you said.
The subway shit is crazy.
Oh my God. So for those who don't know, which I don't know how you wouldn't, because it seemed like the rest of the world knew before I did.
Same.
So basically there was a somebody in the name of ISIS.
Mm-hmm.
IS.
And not
IS.
NYPD this time.
No. Or the Bushes.
Yeah.
And I don't think he is a part of, because I'm not saying it. I don't think he's a part of such, but I think, but he claimed, to do this in the name of them. And so he had a homemade bomb on, they said he built at work. Where did they say he built that thing?
That he built at work, yeah.
So he had it on, I guess, under his jacket. He was walking through Port Authority, and I guess the shit, he tried to set it off at default. And I don't think anybody was killed, but 3 people were injured.
He died because it was like it blew up.
Suicide mission.
Prematurely.
It was a suicide mission, though.
Yeah. But when you do clownery,
the clown comes back to bomb you.
Right. Like no one else died but him. So,
So of course he lives in Brooklyn, and they keep calling him a Brooklyn man, which is super irritating. But he lives in Brooklyn. And so they blocked off his entire block and everything. They were interviewing his building, his family who lived in the building, trying to see if anybody else had any information on what the hell this nigga's problem was. But it went off in Port Authority. Thank God he is the only person who was killed. There were 3 people injured, and I think they were light injuries, actually. I don't think anybody was severely injured. So, but that could have gone completely differently. And,
absolutely.
And I stay on guard on the train because I don't never know what's going to happen. Niggas are crazy.
Niggas are wild.
They are legit out of their minds.
Yeah. And you know what's interesting? I actually got to work on time. I had to, thank God I know the train system like the back of my hand. So I had to take the trains to the east side and then walk to the west side. Mm-mm. I will say the news kind of made everything out to be some sort of hysteria. When I'm watching the news and when I got to work, I was watching the news and it made it seem like it was pandemonium. I will say it did look a little it looked like a parade almost, not crazy as they made it it was Ground Zero on TV, right. But it was just it looked a little maddening. But other than that, and it cleared up.
Chaos.
You know what though? They weren't. That's the thing, because I had to go to the Bronx a couple hours later after I got to work. Mm-hmm. I work 9 to 5. They opened the trains back about 11 o'clock and it was fine. There was nobody there. And then on my way home, I guess people were still kind of in shock and didn't want to take the trains. I got on the A train and it was a smooth ride. So
they just all bypass Times Square, 42nd.
No, by 11 o'clock, everything was business as usual. Mm-hmm. And then the days after, there was news cameras or whatever, and there's still these little barricades there. But I'm this is the crazy thing about New York though, is when things happen like this, I guess because so much stuff happens, you're kind of desensitized to it. Mm-hmm. I was just oh shit, that's crazy.
Which part of the train station did this happen in?
It happened in Port Authority.
No, but where?
It happened on the platform. how do you explain it? You know, like, when you go downstairs on 42nd Street, you know, by my office, when you go downstairs right by the Cinnabon or whatever, it was closer to 40th.
Oh.
And it was like, it wasn't on a train platform. It was that second like mezzanine before you go outside.
Ah, okay. I was like, was it that long tunnel that connects like where you have to go from the 7 and the 2 and the 3 over to the 8?
No. It was right underneath Port Authority. And like if you go there, you could see they still have a little section off. But yeah, it's over there. It wasn't like on a train platform, which would have been even worse. But it was before you got to the train platform.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
But, thank God nobody else was injured or hurt or worse. You know what I mean? So.
I'm glad things didn't end up worse than what they could have. But like, why? For what? What are you doing? I understand that this is a terrible country, but I mean, I just.
You know what's interesting though? I think a lot of New Yorkers were like, "Fuck, this impacts my commute." Like,
that's always what we think. Like, that is literally always the first thought. How is this going to impact my commute?
Like when people commit suicide on the tracks or whatever, which happens often, unfortunately, it's always just like, "Oh fuck!" Like.
So I'm saying.
Right, like I'm gonna be late. God.
I'm just saying, like, waiting on the train platform in the cold is terrible. Waiting on the train platform in the heat is suffocating.
Terrible. Like, oh God.
And just waiting in general is irritating. And then being stuck on the train is even worse.
Right. It is awful. But, we live and you learn. Yeah. And we move on. So let's talk about something funny.
Okay.
So Drea. Drea Michelle. I really like Drea. I think she is no different than any other bird-ass mom out there. She just happens to be in the spotlight. That's all. She's well-meaning, she's just trying to figure shit out like the rest of us. I don't think she's a horrible person. I just think she's, navigating life. And sometimes, she stumbles a bit, but don't we all?
Yeah. Yeah, we
So, Drea has a passing acquaintance. Drea has a passing acquaintance with like parenting. So
yeah.
So like, yeah, same. So like
she ain't got no
kids. So like historically, her son, her eldest son, was like a latchkey kid and like tried to make his own meal and decided to set something on fire on accident, but we moved on from that.
It was not the child's fault. Kia and I covered it in Getting Grown. The poor kid was hungry.
He was.
I'm not going to go into the list of snacks that we named. Just go listen to Getting Grown. But he was left to his own devices. He was literally left.
It was pizza roll.
I knew it. I said it. I said pizza rolls. I was like, was it toaster strudel? A box of Kraft mac and cheese.
Well, nigga wanted bagel bites.
Beefaroni bagel bites. I said bagel bites. This poor baby. He wanted. What is the other? It was pizza rolls. But what's the little? Remember the little pizzas with the little square pepperonis on them?
Oh yeah, the Emilio joints.
Tony's. I think they're called Tony. I don't remember.
I had Emilio's.
Them shits were delicious when I was a kid.
Yeah, they were.
So good. I could not wait to eat that damn pizza. Lunchables, whatever. The baby just wanted he wanted a hot meal and a warm hug, and he didn't have it available to him. And then he came home a couple years later and said, I just need somebody to help me with my homework. And this bitch said no.
It's not the fact that she said no.
No, it's not. It is the fact that she said. It's not the fact, quotes now, it's not the fact that I have to sign this every day. It's that I don't want to hear it every day. Is it just me? Oh my God. Oh my God. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. This bitch is dumb as hell.
It's very funny.
It's not even funny.
I mean,
mother she is.
I mean, it's unfortunate that he has to get his homework signed like every day, and because that's a sign that he may not be doing well in school. But which I don't want to say is not surprising, but hey. But I mean, sometimes you don't want to do shit all the time. Like, kids are annoying. And don't tell me that Noah does not get on your nerves at some times. Like, first of all, all right, girl, I get it.
First of all, I get on Noah's nerves more than she gets on mine.
That's very true. That is very true. And she makes it known.
So clear. Okay, everybody saw that damn Instagram post where she threw her finger up at me like, get that out of here.
Yeah. Or when she tells you, I'm tired and I don't feel like talking right now.
Yeah, I'll ask her. I'll be like, Noah, how was school today? I'll tell you about it tomorrow. I'm like, you're rude, okay? No more Peppa Pig. She's not a good example.
No, that should be funny. But I'll tell you tomorrow, Mommy. I'm very tired.
I'm very tired. Or she'll ignore me, like flat out. And I'll be like, yo, I need to go get my spoon. And then she'll jump up and be like, yes, Mommy. But
she drains you all the time.
Yo, I drain the hell out of Noah. So again, another Twitter quote for those who are not on Twitter. I let Twitter know that to spite my child because she's so damn mean, I learned the entire Descendants 2 soundtrack so that I could sing it along with her and get on her nerves because she can't stand when I sing along with her. I'll be like, we got all the ways to be WICKED. She'd be so mad.
You both troll each other.
We
and that's
really do. Noah be trolling the shit out of me, and she got my little evil laugh and smile. Yo, my kid is crazy, man. She's crazy.
Yeah, but the memes that followed,
those were the gold. That's where the comedy was. What were some of your favorites?
Damn, you got me put on the spot. What's yours?
What was my favorite? I didn't have one. I really just like the actual authentic, is it me? Is it just me?
Yeah, like she memed herself. Is it just me? It was like, just me. Like,
you know what my favorite one was? Okay, do you remember when that dumbass girl on Twitter said that if it was between her man and a baby, which she doesn't have, that she would let the baby die because she can have another baby or something like that?
Yeah.
So somebody created that Sims where it was the baby on the floor on fire.
Oh, yes.
And she's at the computer. That had to be my favorite for the drink.
Or when Fat Kid Deals tweeted her and offered. God, they offered her something like, hey, Drake. Oh, they offered her the stamp. So like the signature stamp, so she could just she could just stamp her signature. Instead of actually have to handwrite it.
I did see that.
Oh man,
that was actually very funny.
Yeah,
that was very. Oh my god.
Yeah. Good times.
Now, if I may. The Drea memes, like Drea is just ridiculous by herself. I can laugh at her all on her own. I don't even need the memes; they're just a bonus. But you know what memes have been killing me every day?
Oh, I already know.
The Terrence Howard.
The Terrence Howard.
Oh my God. When they put his face in the state of Maine, I lost it. I screamed at work.
See, man ain't like a dog. And when I say man, I'm talking about man as in mankind, not man as in man. As men, well, we a lot like a dog.
Oh, my favorite one was when they put his face on SZA and was like, your main is my main.
Oh my God. I just got dizzy. I was laughing.
No, the main one was hilarious.
Oh my God, those Terrence.
Or the one where they put his face on Will's Will's body off on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I was like, how come you don't want me, man? Ooh, man. I had the heartiest of cackles.
Yo, every single one of them. I love the internet, and let's get it, the black internet is undefeated.
Yeah, like I sent Jade a meme the other day.
Oh my!
With Addie Walker.
Oh God! And let me explain something to you all. Some of the memes that XD and I like share with one another, we would never be able to post. But let's just say, he sent me a meme the other day with Addie Walker in it. And if you don't know who Addie Walker is, look it up. She's from American Girls.
I'm gonna say it. It was this ad. It was a picture of Addie Walker, and she was smirking. Hold on, let me get it. Let me quote it. The meme says, "It's this Addie smirking, and it says, when she brag about her nigga the day before he got sold."
Oh, I hate you.
The ones I sent to Dustin are worse.
You sent worse.
Yeah,
that was light work.
Yeah, I have. But I have to text y'all something because I can't retweet those things.
No, you cannot.
Because, I'll be like, it's problematic, and he's a Twitter fave, and you won't block him, and you won't read him. Whatever, the internet. God, I fucking hate the internet. The internet is so fucking whack. Anyway, but yeah, Drea, she's whatever.
Trash. Where is she even from? Like, what is she? Ugh.
She's from Whoville.
Yeah, you're right. You absolutely.
She's like, Drea is like if Cindy Lou Who was like a Maxim model.
Okay. Yeah, that actually makes sense. It's the nose.
Yeah.
And the mouth.
Like, Fahu Doris. Yeah, like that's exactly who she is. Like if Whoville was like Compton.
Okay, yes, that makes sense.
Or like Inglewood.
No, but where's she really from now? Where is she?
I don't know.
I don't care.
Look.
I don't know.
No, now I'm interested. I just usually think that she just emerged from like a moist stone.
That makes sense. Reading, Pennsylvania. Ugh. Okay, I'm done with this. I don't want to read nothing else.
Oh, okay.
She's definitely from Whoville.
I'm going to talk about this now. So we got someone left a voicemail and an email, and and I guess we talked about this on the show about why I hate Tyra. And I guess I've said in the past, I have expressed a disdain for Tyra. And I guess Jade has too, maybe, but I think I've been a little bit, I don't know, probably just me.
I probably just said she's irritating.
And here's the thing. I don't hate Tyra. I just hate her.
What?
Like, I don't hate her. I just hate her.
Okay.
Like, it all stems from when I was in high school and she was on TV as her own TV show.
Oh, wait, the talk show or the America's Next Top Model? Oh, okay.
No, the talk show.
Okay.
And she would make everything about her.
She did that on America's Next Top Model, too.
Well, I expected that.
Yeah, but it got to the point where it was like, Tyra, I don't want to see you put your hands on your hips and break your back one more time with this damn pose. Like, I don't
Right. Like, shut the fuck up about smizing, Tyra. God.
I would have liked Smize on fire.
Right. Like, Tyra used to piss me off so bad. Like when she dressed up in a fat suit so she could like understand what it's like to be fat.
Oh, yeah.
In our last scenario, we wanted to see how the group reacts to a heavy person on a crowded subway.
1. I'm not fat shaming. Or Tyra shaming.
No. Yeah, like I was like, Tyra, I wasn't even like woke then, but I was like, Tyra, what the fuck is this? And I'm like 16 years old. Like, what are you doing?
A lot. She does a lot. And I think that was just it with Tyra. It's like, girl, I like you. Higher learning, you were a little irritating, but you just do damn much.
Right. No, she was irritating in higher learning, so I didn't mind when she got shot. And I saw higher learning way after the Tyra Banks show. So therefore, when she got shot, I had a sigh of relief. Okay, fine.
You look like Eddie in that smirk. You look like smirking like Eddie.
I was like,
You're like,
I was like, the chicken is lovely.
She got a shot on the screen and you're like, delicious.
Yeah. Mwah.
Mwah. You know, mwah always gets me. Oh my God. I'm sorry. So,
it's not that I hate Tyra. It's just like, I hate Tyra. Like, I don't like, God. And this is not to take away like her accolades. Like, Tyra's very pretty. She's a successful model, businesswoman. Yes. But I hate her.
She's an advocate for black girls. She's like, I'm not America's next top black model, America's next top model, but I'm a black woman. I'm like, all right, cool. You know.
Yeah, like that's great.
You know.
But I hate her.
Hey, Jade and XD. This is Nick. I left a message probably like a couple of days ago, but this is totally different. I know you guys are like the Scientology gurus, like niggas against Scientology for real. I was listening to Tiffany Haddish's Black Unicorn, her book, and she definitely had a stance. I just, wanted to add her to our list of niggas against Scientology. Maybe I should get her a sweatshirt. I think she'll wear it. But yeah, that's all. I didn't want anything else. I'll probably call again when random things come across my way, and it was talked about on you guys' show because I love y'all. Have a great night.
So, Patty.
Sorry.
Okay. Patty, I made you a pie. I made you 5 pies. Sweet potato patty edition. Patti LaBelle was on Watch What Happens Live.
Sure was.
With Andy Cohen and Sam Smith. I honestly hated that whole episode. Because Sam Smith said he was a dick monster in front of Patty. Pat, like, it was just so gross. And, like, I don't know what they do across the pond, but, like, do you talk like that in just front of old people in general?
Respect your elders.
Right. Like, that is just weird. These millennial people, these millennial children, I don't get it.
They think they can say whatever they want in front of whomever they want.
Mm-hmm. So, whatevs. Andy Cohen asked Patty about Luther Vandross.
Right.
And he said, it was a leading question. He was like, do you want to know why Luther never came out? And so Patty said, it was because, he had a lot of women listeners and, he didn't want his mother to be involved in that. And so he just wanted to keep his life private. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of people were just kind of like, she should have kept her mouth shut. Like she outed him. It wasn't her place to tell.
I don't think she spoke disrespectfully of her friend who's passed away.
Neither.
I think that at the time that Luther was out, it was a different time and things were not as accepting. And it's understandable that at the time she probably would not have said anything because she didn't want to upset his mother. I'm not sure. I'm assuming his mother has passed since, but I don't know.
Yeah. She had.
But this is also a different time. And so maybe she felt like she was freeing him in some sort of way, or maybe she felt like it's an appropriate amount of time has passed where she can speak about it as long as it's in a respectful manner. But I don't feel like she was disrespectful. Now, it was kind of like a little out of left field. Like, why are you bringing that up?
And I would put that on Andy.
That's on him. That's not on Patty. But all she did was answer the question, and I don't think she was disrespectful with her response.
I agree with you 100%. I think she honored her friend very well. Mm-hmm. And even the story that she told of how they met, I mean, come on. He lied to get backstage.
That is the first thing I said. I said, this nigga pretended he was a fashion designer backstage. Everybody knows gay scam. They the best ones on the planet.
Right. I was like, this is faggotry at its prime.
I told you the first thing I knew, I was 8 years old, and my parents told me about this nigga that we knew who was in jail now for credit card scamming. One of the first gay men I knew in my life.
Did I ever tell you about that line in that Rick Ross song?
What line? What did he say?
So in MC Hammer, Rick Ross says, credit card scams.
Yeah,
that was no. And MC Hammer, he says, credit card scams, that's for the faggots. And every time that comes on, I'm like, yeah.
With the new iPhone SE for less than $100 at Metro, you rule. It's the most affordable iPhone on the #1 brand in prepaid. So whether you're studying online or FaceTiming.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, dear. The iPhone SE has all you need. Switch to Metro and get the iPhone SE for $99.99 after rebate redemption and 6 months of service with AutoPay. Metro by T-Mobile. Rule your day. Limit 1 per account/household. Requires port and ID validation. Not valid for numbers currently on the T-Mobile network or active on Metro in past 90 days. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
$100,000 a day, my operation so elaborate. Credit card scams, that was for the faggots. Motherfuck window shopping, boy, I gotta have.
And I don't want to hear nothing about no homophobia either, because everybody knows a gay scam.
Ooh, girl, and how?
Right, and when? Not saying all. I'm saying.
Ooh, the gays are crafty, ain't
crafty. Sorcery.
Child, all the gays be like, girl, you know, Deshaun went to jail. What were you going for? Crafting.
See? That's a lame term for it. Come on. And Luther clearly was the king.
Oh, God. He scammed his
there
way.
and pretended to be a fashion designer for Patti LaBelle because he wanted to meet her that bad.
Right.
So she might have thought she was doing him justice. And who's to say that if Luther wasn't here with us now, that he wouldn't feel more comfortable speaking out because the world is so much more accepting?
And what makes y'all think that he, like, may not haunt her? Like, you know what I mean? Like, right.
Be like, Patty, her chair is still she gonna walk in her house and it's gonna be a house, it's not a home play.
Right. Like, I just don't think
even
that.
When there's no one sitting there.
I just think she did fine. She was well meaning. There was no any ill intent.
No.
I think And you didn't need to ask that damn question, period.
I think that question was like, come on, bro, like for what? But I do think that she kept it as respectful as she possibly could and tried to do her friend the justice that she might have thought that he needed.
Let's take a break.
This episode of Jade and XD is sponsored by Femme Noir, playfully provocative vegan hair care for sexy girls with curls who want to kiss straight hair goodbye and say hello to seductive curls. This holiday, shop with Femme Noir and give the gift of sexy curls. Get your holiday shopping done early and take advantage of free shipping on orders of $50 or more. Black woman-owned Femme Noir focuses on ingredients, and all products are vegan-free, sulfate-free, paraben-free, mineral oil-free, and free from toxins that strip your hair of moisture and nutrients. This holiday, get your special curl friend a Femme Noir mini gift set. It includes 2 ounces of dirty curl cleansing and conditioning oil, 2 ounces of flower bomb hair growth oil, 2 ounces of naughty nectar leave-in conditioner, and 2 ounces of sweet cream moisturizer. All full-size 8-ounce items arrive individually wrapped, making unboxing it an exciting experience. All orders received before Christmas come with a card that you can personalize for that special somebody. As a special offer for our listeners, we've partnered with Femme Noir to give you 20% off your order when you use the offer code JXD at checkout. To get a claim on your Femme Noir products, go to shopfemmenoir.com and use the code JXD to save 20% on your first purchase. That's shopfemmenoire.com, because natural hair is sexy.
And we're back. Definitely shop Femme Noir.
Oh my God. Let me tell you. So yeah. I did the hair mask, right? Let me just warn you all. If you have fine hair, you don't need a lot. You don't need a lot at all. It's very heavy. However, it is a hair mask. So it's there to put the moisture in your hair, make sure you rinse it out thoroughly. And then, so I did that, and I used the leave-in and the hair growth oil to do my twist out. And my hair was so moisturized and soft the next day.
Yeah, I've even used it because I'm growing my hair out. Not like to get weave or anything. Like I just like my C's are darker because it's the winter and it's cold. And so I use the sweet cream moisturizer and the hair growth oil because, you know, I'm trying to prevent the LeBron.
Yeah, I feel
and you know, there's some growth now. Right. There's some growth now, and my hair is really soft. Right. So I definitely recommend, definitely use our code to get your discount. And also, hopefully, our homegirl at Femme Noir does stuff for men with a beard butter, because I would definitely appreciate that. But because if it makes my head on my hair soft, imagine what it could do for my face. So.
And you know how white people are always like, oh, you changed your hair. You know what I'm saying? I work with black people for the most part. And everybody was like, oh, your hair looks so nice today. I'm like, all I did was a twist out. But it was so moisturized. It was so luxurious and sexy, just like the brand. And then the branding, it's beautiful. It's black containers, which I like. Y'all know I like that. So make sure you definitely shop Femme Noir and use the code JXD.
So, Keaton Jones.
Okay, first of all, if you don't follow the Jaden XD account on Twitter, we posted a picture, and it was a Photoshop picture of Keaton Jones inside Joanne the Scammer's with the fur, with the wig, and oh my God.
You're welcome.
I opened that. I said, what the hell is that?
I had to, yeah.
Okay, tell the people about Keaton Jones if they are like one of the 4 people who don't know.
Let me give you the story in 140. Yeah. Basically, it's this white boy in a flyover state was, being bullied and he was crying, and his mother videotaped it and put it on the soch, and people were like sympathetic and empathetic and just like, oh my God, he's being bullied because by the way he looks and all this good stuff. And so
which is disgusting.
Correct. And then celebrities started to speak out and feel for this little boy. And, somebody started a GoFundMe for the child.
Right. And I was mistaken because I announced it on Getting Grown. I thought the mother started it, but I found out it was somebody else.
No, it was somebody else.
But y'all niggas donated to it.
And then it came out that the mother is racist and pro-Confederate. And it also turns out that Keaton was upset because he couldn't say nigger.
Right. Apparently, did he call his classmates a nigger and then they got him?
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay. Again, we talk about bullying, but there's a difference between bullying and consequences for your actions. I don't care how problematic it sounds. If a little white boy called me a nigger and I was a little black girl, I'd beat the brakes off of him. Or I'd call him Inch for the rest of his life.
I hate when you tell that story.
Second time I said it this week. It's applicable. It's applicable.
But yeah, like, I'm going to no, you call me a nigger. Like, I'm going to sock you in the eye. Yeah.
I'm just going to try and ruin your life. I don't know in what form that's going to come, whether it's going to come physically, if it's going to come emotionally, if it's going to come verbally. But all I know is you call me a nigger, it's open season. It's open season. And I'm not condoning a kid, but I just know. You call me a nigger and it is what it is. Like, you let the floodgates open.
So then the story gets even weirder because then you find out his father is jailed for being like a racist, essentially.
Oh my God.
And then the mother was on Good Morning America saying that she's not racist, but then when she met with I guess some writer or whatever, she was just kind of like, no, I just really want the money. And the whole thing was just weird because I'm like, why are you giving a bully money? Why are you giving somebody, a victim of bullying, money? Like, why wouldn't people donate to
an anti-bullying organization who might fund programming in schools or something like that? Why are you going to donate to this family that you don't know shit about?
Right. And especially when people donate to causes all the time, like Cash App Fridays and all that good stuff. So I can't tell people where and how to spend their money, but it's just really odd that
I can tell if you do as hell for where you spending it. I can say that.
Well, yeah, I just feel like it's odd if we're in this age of melanin, and Black lives and all this good stuff that you wouldn't apply this same energy to Black kids who are being bullied. Like this little Black girl, Ashawn, I believe her name was, 10 years old.
Oh my God.
Who was bullied and horrible things happen. And like just a whole host of other Black kids who have been bullied, or even, putting our money back into our communities to those who need it. It was just really odd about this little white boy having this outcry of attention, or outpouring of attention, excuse me.
Did you see that video of the little Black boy who was talking about how he was like, he was being made fun of for the type of shoes that he wears. He wears Fila's. Did you see that?
Yes. And then how
in 20 years them Fila's and he ain't even gonna fit them Fila's, so it matters what he learns in his lifetime. I was like, this young king, why don't you all donate to his school to teach them little ingrates as to why it's not okay to make fun of people for what they got or what they don't got? Like, there are so many ways to spend your money in a way.
He donated them. He donated them shoes to people that need them. Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys. Now, I just came from the park, and it's this kid teasing me because I have felines on. Now, mind you, I am not a material person. I just wear felines because, I like the color, and I think they're cool. They might not be what's popular today, but, that's what I like.
That little boy is, gold. Just gold. A little black golden boy. So don't be out here. I understand that we want to be down for the causes, and everybody wants to make sure that they're trying to do their part in the way, as best as they could. Do your research, okay? Make sure you know what causes. Make sure you know why you're standing behind something. Make sure you know what it is that you're donating to. Don't just be out here spending your coins that you ain't really got like that anyway.
Don't be out here, dog.
The same thing applies to putting money in on the collection plates. Where is it going?
The building fund. Our felony got robbed.
Good. That dumbass nigga got robbed by people pretending to be movers. You didn't even know he was moving.
Yeah. His pissy ass furniture.
Our felly.
So that was some good news.
That's some great news. I have a confession.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a confession because I was actually very proud of myself. But the other day I had this playlist going in the car and I was driving. And which jam came on? Oh, shit. It wasn't Ignition. Whatever, it was a jam.
Feeling on your booty.
It was Feeling on Your Booty.
And you know how much I stand for that song.
It came on and I sang, "This is my," and I said, you know what? I can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't. And then, what was the T-Pain and R. Kelly song? I'm a Flirt. And then I'm a Flirt came on. I'm a Flirt remix. Had to bypass it. So I almost had a moment of weakness where I was like, it's okay. And then I was like, no, it's not okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to let the world know that it came on, and I was tempted for a second to listen to the song all the way through, and then I turned it off. I don't listen. I only let the "This Is My Song," and then I flipped to the next one, and then "I'm a Flirt" came on, and I was like, 2 jams, and I fast forwarded and went to the next one. I had to get that off my spirit.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I had did I ever tell you I had a funeral for his music?
No.
Yeah. Like I sat in here and listened to like the R12 played Chocolate Factory TP2. Like I sat in here and I didn't cry, but I was just like, damn.
You know what? You know what? That might be what's wrong with like people like myself. Like it's not that I struggle, it's that I struggle. I sincerely hate R. Kelly. If I saw him, I'd spit. However, like on the ground in a sign of disgust. But I loved R. Kelly's music for so long that it's so difficult to separate. However, maybe it's because I have not had a proper funeral and memorial. I just stopped listening cold turkey. Sometimes you got to smoke a whole pack before you finish.
Yeah. I had to funeralize it.
That's real and honest, friend. Thank you.
That's how I had to do for Louis C.K. Like and like Louis C.K. is my second favorite comedian of all time. First is Paul Mooney, then it's Louis C.K. And I was just like, oh, this nigga's disgusting. However,
yeah,
I gotta funeralize it. Just like, you know what? Let's just bury this and, just
that's
live and let
progressive.
die.
That's progressive, human, and very honest.
Yeah, it's just live and let die. And so I accept what happened, like what we had was, memories from the corners of my mind and now it's gone and I could just remember the good times and then that's that. I don't have to continue on.
Maybe I'll have a funeral. Then I won't ever have the urge to listen again.
Yeah.
Boom.
Gotta funeralize shit.
You're right. Speaking of disgusting niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Take your pick. There's just so many in that happened like today. So I don't really like.
Well, let's go back a couple weeks because we didn't. So Russell Simmons was accused. Was it 4 women?
Yeah,
4 women. Now, unlike Louis C.K. and a couple others who just immediately resigned, or not that he really has anything to resign from, but
he also got fired and terminated from a lot of things,
right? But that was for other stuff. But unlike them, who immediately were like, "I'm sorry for my actions," da 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 da. Russell Simmons said he ain't never had non-consensual sex with anybody ever in his life. He's disgusted. I mean, he was adamant about it, stood behind it. So I can only stand behind victims. I can only stand behind victims. I will not victim blame. That is one thing I will not do. And unfortunately, you don't have a good track record, my nigga. Like, you waited for this girl to turn 18 so you can marry her.
Yeah.
That's not... Now, I don't know anything, but at the same time, I'm like, I have to stand
behind... That's an eyebrow raise.
Yeah. It's an eyebrow raise. And so it's like, no, you weren't there, but I will not victim blame. I refuse to victim blame anybody.
You know what's difficult? I don't know if I mentioned this on this show or maybe I had it in the conversation, but like, what happens when like your kid is in like of this media age, right? Like social media and like Ming Lee or Aoki are like on Twitter and they see all these things about their father. Like, how do you have that conversation?
That is difficult. That's difficult. And that's what I said on Getting Grown about, well, maybe it was Getting Grown, or was it here? I don't know. I get so confused now. It's all cloudy. But I said, Matt Lauer, he, I think it was on here. Matt Lauer, who I feel the most sorry for is his family.
Yeah.
And so, same thing with anybody who has families. I first always feel sorry for the victims, but I feel like those victims also include family members.
Yeah.
And you're just like a little, like, you have a little extra sprinkle of disgusting when you got daughters.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just like an extra, like, aren't one of his daughters 18? Are they both 18? How old are them kids? Because I still thought they were 7 and 8.
I think Ming might be 18, and I think Aoki might not be far behind.
How would you feel if a nigga your age waited until your daughter turned 18 so he could marry her? How would you feel about that now? You know what I'm saying? So, like, niggas don't think when they're in the process of just doing. They don't think. It's unfortunate. It's disgusting. It's disappointing. It's disappointing. You know what I'm saying? As fuck.
Yeah. And then Tavis Smiley.
Tavis fucking Smiley. My God.
What?
That was not one I was not ready for that one. I was like, what?
Nah. At all. Also, Mario Batali.
Yes. Ugh. Sorry. Just gross. Like, physically, he just is gross. Blech.
Yeah.
They're all gross. Damn, Tavis. The hell were you doing? You ain't even had to do that.
Like, suspended indefinitely from PBS.
PBS, the public broadcasting station.
Like, that is so crazy. Like, I don't understand what these men and this addiction to like power and how they can exert it over women is just, it's disgusting. Like,
you want to exert your power, then start a company. But don't, why are you taking people's like innocence and people's dignity and
like touching inappropriately or even saying things just like, keep your hands and like your words to yourself. Like, what?
Your hands, your dick, your words, your sex toys, your jokes. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still not over that shit with Matt Lauer and the sex toys.
Yo. But who else? And then who was it today where they said they said they gave sex toys, but they gave them because they were cute?
I don't know. I can't keep up.
Oh, who was that?
All these niggas are gross.
Hold on. Oh, Warren Sapp.
Oh, the football player.
Warren Sapp. So Warren Sapp was accused of giving sex toys, and he tweeted, and admits that he was giving sex toys to his coworkers, or to his former coworker because they were cute.
That shit is wild.
What?
I don't know.
Okay, so I have a story. It's a funny story.
I don't know. I'm afraid if this is a hell of a transition, but okay.
It is, and it's a hell of a story. But okay, so don't be offended by this story.
Okay.
But this story is an example of the proper way in which to give somebody a sex toy. In which listen to the story, and then you'll understand why I'm saying
Coochie Jackalia.
I do not believe, I don't like, none of all of these men are disgusting. Matt Lauer is absolutely deplorable. Warren Sapp, what the hell were you doing? That is gross. And you should never do anything to anybody or for anybody unsolicited ever, okay? In a sexual manner. So I want to preface that with this. And this is not about somebody doing something like that.
All right.
So my old,
I must say Coochie Jackalia every time it gets too. Okay.
So in my old job, there was this white girl who was super inappropriate, very funny, but super inappropriate, super sexual. I mean, and she joked about her Alice in Wonderland sex toys and like all different types of sex toys and sexual jokes and sexual innuendo. Like it was just sex all over the place, okay? But in the form of comedy when it came to her. So she was very comfortable with her sexuality. She was very comfortable with herself. Okay, so everybody knew that they could make certain jokes with her, and nobody made inappropriate jokes to the point where it made her uncomfortable. And that's, I think, especially where you have to make sure that nothing should ever be inconsensual. Nobody's saying sex is wrong, but it has to be consensual. You know what I'm saying? So you have to know the people or have a special relationship with the people in which, that this goes on with.
Uh-huh.
And so, that's just how it was with her. So we all went out for her birthday. And there was a sex shop next door to the bar that we were going to. So everybody decided they were going to take a field trip to the sex shop. There was one particular coworker who is Muslim. And so it was haram for him to even be in the shop.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing about him was every time he did something he wasn't supposed to do, everybody told him it was haram. So he tells her, he's like, I love you so much. It's haram for me to do this. He bought her a vibrator. And she loved it. And she almost cried because she felt like it was such a special gift because he went against his own principles to buy her this thing. That's it. And everybody's screaming at him, that's haram, you can't do that, that's haram, because we were always trying to protect him. But
why did he buy it for her? Because it was her birthday?
Because it was her birthday. And he wanted to buy her
and that's
something.
What she wanted?
That's what she wanted. Something to add to her collection. And we were always trying to, don't do that, that's haram. Don't say that, that's haram. But
I don't know what to do with that information.
So this was his ultimate form of affection for her. Not inappropriate affection, like he looked at her like a friend and was like, I want to give you something that you truly want.
Right.
So he bought her a vibrator.
Oh, okay.
I just thought I'd share one. I have so many random stories. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
But anyway, back to the discussion. It's never okay to.
I don't know where to go from here.
It's never. When you bring it back home, it's never okay to solicit somebody who has not expressed the same feelings that you have. There's a time and a place, and all of this inappropriate behavior, like these niggas got to be brought down. They got to be brought to justice because it's not right, and it's been going on for far too long. And that includes so many forms and fashions. Like, that does not mean that you necessarily have to specifically stick your penis inside of a woman. There are too many ways in which you can make her feel uncomfortable. And if you are wondering, if you are hitting those boundaries, you might want to go watch Tracy Ellis Ross on the Jimmy Kimmel show. She has a nice little picture book that explains it to you very clearly and simple. It's called The Handsy Man.
Yes, I saw. So did you watch She Gotta Have It?
Of course I did.
Yeah?
You know I watched She's Gotta Have It.
Mm-hmm. So, what are your thoughts?
Well, first and foremost, shout out
we
to
won't give spoilers.
No.
We'll try not to anyway.
Shout out to my Santana.
Yes.
Because she made her acting debut in the series. She plays Mara's sister, Lulu Blackman. So make sure you guys, if you want to check it out for anything, check it out for my boo.
I hope she gets a bigger role next season.
Oh, absolutely. And I really think she will, because she was my favorite.
Sense.
She was the most natural.
Yeah.
And she played herself.
Yeah. No, it just makes more sense. And based on how the show went, it makes sense for her to have a larger role.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, they should definitely, and I feel like they're going to be renewed for season 2 because it did get a lot of positive online reviews. So it's going to be renewed. I'm sure it's going to be renewed for season 2. And I really hope that they really incorporate her a lot more, because she was my personal favorite. And it wasn't just a bias. I just felt like she was the most natural.
Yeah. A lot of people criticize Nola.
Yeah.
Saying that she was an awful human being and things.
That's another conversation. Now, that's not about the show. That's a conversation about her, about women and their sexuality, which people feel uncomfortable with.
Yeah. My only issue, I mean, I've said on Twitter about like my issues. The only issue that I really have with the show is how it's like, that's not how they talk is weird.
Mm-hmm. I heard that.
But like, you can tell that the writers aren't young. But outside of that, the story is okay. Like, it's very Spike Lee.
Of course, and Spike has a specific style. And make sure, if anything, you guys watch the original movie.
Yeah.
I believe it's still on Netflix.
I will say that Jamie looks exactly like Frank Mitchell.
Oh my God. So when I first saw it, I was like, it's Moesha Daddy here.
That nigga is built like a 1970s blaxploitation actor.
Does he not look like he should have been climbing out of Cadillac in the Temptations movie?
Yes.
I mean,
yes. Exactly that.
When they all got out flexing, they were like the original Migos.
That
and
nigga,
then David Ruffin was the original Quavo, and he rolled up in that Rolls Royce.
Jamie was a Delphonic.
What? The sixth heartbeat.
He was a stylistic. You hear me?
An OJ. No Orenthal.
I was just like, ooh. Mars looks like every Latino in New York City. So
he was my favorite, and I'm gonna tell you why.
He's much better in the show than he is in the movie.
Well, and Anthony, I'm limited in what I can say. But Anthony Ramos, I'm laughing at you though. Anthony Ramos was actually in Hamilton. He's super talented.
He's on Will and Grace.
Oh, was he on Will and Grace as well?
Yeah, he plays Grace's assistant.
He's super talented, and he was my favorite. And the reason he was my favorite is because I felt like he was the most authentic to what you could see in Brooklyn now. Because I hear all of the criticism about it being dated and a little dated with the language and a couple things like that. And I think all of that is very notable. You know what I'm saying? Because it can make it so much stronger. You know what I'm saying? It has potential. But Anthony Ramos was, aside from Lulu, of course, was the one character who I could really see in Brooklyn right now.
Yeah.
The way he spoke, the way he dresses, the way he moved, the way he acts, he was the most natural, and he is who I would authentically see in Brooklyn today.
Yeah, he was super millennial.
Yeah. So I really he was my favorite character.
Yeah,
Moesha Daddy here though.
Yeah, Frank Mitchell, Saturn dealership owner.
Oh my God, a Saturn.
Yeah, but and Greer, they got to figure a way to figure out that nigga bisexual or something, because there is no way.
I was waiting on you. I was waiting.
There's just, you not gonna sell me this lie and tell me that this nigga ain't like a tinge of sissy. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's no way. You gotta tell me he like getting pegged or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, even though it doesn't make him gay, but like that nigga wears brunch boots every episode. Like, he dresses like an R&B artist.
He does.
Not even. He dresses like a gospel artist.
He dresses like a gospel artist. What's the shit on BET? Soulful Sundays?
Like Sunday's Best.
Yeah.
Like, he dresses like he's on Sunday's Best. He dresses like Dietrich Haddon. Like he is.
A vest and a hat.
Oh, yes.
With a t-shirt.
Yeah. His apartment is flat. Whose apartment is that they filmed in? Do you know? Oh my God! No, that Greer's apartment is everything. And my only
Nola's apartment was my favorite.
I know it was. The other criticism I have.
That apartment. Sorry.
No, that's very true. I'm not gonna lie that. The butt shot scene, I laughed, but I know it was bad, but I laughed. Like, I don't care.
Word. No, it was relevant.
Yeah, but I
was like, that's ass when you walk in this damn Macy Gray ass apartment.
Right, but I mean, let me tell you, the only thing that I had an issue with was Nola's fucking septum rings. Like, them shits were.
Let me talk about how distracting.
Ooh.
When every single person who watches this, of every color, creed, race, everywhere, millennials, older people, everybody said the same thing. That damn nose ring.
Like, take them shits out. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I was like, they're so big.
Like, obnoxious.
They're so large.
Like,
damn.
Like, why?
Ooh, nigga. Ooh.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
So I'm super proud of Santana. I'll say it forever. I'm super, super proud of her and her debut. I think she did an amazing job. And I cannot wait to see more of her. Maybe I am a little biased, but I do feel like she was the most natural. Her and Mars, they were my two favorites.
Her and Mars just.
I liked Opal too.
All right.
I liked Opal. I think Ilvanesh played a really good Opal. And I know the storyline was a little different from the movie, but I think Ilvanesh I really think she played her role very well, actually. Yeah. She was one, and the way she spoke, everything, it was very realistic.
Yeah. But I will say Lulu and Mars, they gave me very much Afro-Latino Puerto Ricans from Bushwick. Like,
absolutely.
Like, that's exactly Like you can find them now. Yeah, you can find them in Bushwick right now.
Right this second. And then who else did I like? Oh, China. China played your good old Brooklyn hood rat, and she played it super well. And because she actually is West Indian, she was able to bust out that patois super fast.
Yeah,
that was my favorite part. That, and then her mimicking the white girl at the after the dance class. I'm sorry, that was really funny.
Oh, yes.
That was super funny. But yeah,
you could and also I just hope next season that Spike doesn't include all his gripes about the way Brooklyn is turning into. Like you can tell, like it's turning. It was a catalyst because there's that whole episode about gentrification, and it was just kind of like, all right, funny. We get it.
I know, but that shit was funny. The way they did that white woman, that was funny.
Oh no, it was. But the point was, it was just kind of like, all right, we get it, Spike.
Because Spike likes to keep Brooklyn authentic.
Yeah,
but it's just not anymore.
Yeah.
Never taking shorts because Brooklyn's the borough.
Yeah, Brooklyn. Fresh off that Brooklyn Bridge, man. Represent with the hip hop legend Tony Touch, Tony Toka, King of New York talk, man. Brooklyn. I'm back on my bullshit.
Morning, this is Coco. I didn't really have anything to call for, just call to tell you guys that you've been doing a good job and big up on yourself. Big up man like XD and girl like Jade, and keep doing what you're doing because it's a hard show. I love it, and big up on a friend group. Big up all your other podcasts them because you're doing a good job, and love it, bless up, and keep doing all the thing. And those study no haters, if anybody wants to say anything, fire for them because all you're on a good vibes, and I love the show. So bless up and keep doing what you're doing. Love you guys. Bye.
Well, that's all we got for today.
Yeah, it was a busy week, so pop culture it was. But next week we will come with something fun. We know
don't make promises we can't keep.
I know, right?
It's the holidays.
It is the holidays, but next week is not.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Oh, that's today's show. Call us. The number's in the description box wherever you're listening. Again, April 21st, we will be at Cal State LA. More tour dates to come. Jade and I are going around the country.
Yes.
We're doing with LA and then going on to DC. Another show here in New York City and a couple of other cities. And Atlanta.
I can't wait. You know what? I'm biased right now. I cannot wait to go to Houston.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go to Houston. Nigga, I'm going to eat my fucking tits off. Wait. That was...
Okay. You're going to eat your tits off.
I don't mean
I really want a good Shipley's donut.
Oh my God, I have a list. Okay, sorry, show's not ending yet. Okay, so when I go to Houston, there are so many things that I have to have. I got to get me a white chocolate creme brulee from Ruggles Cafe. And then I got to get me some Mexican
what
food.
Is that? Is that a donut or is that
nigga, it's a creme brulee. It's a creme brulee from this place called Ruggles. It's a white chocolate creme brulee. But see, a nigga don't like white chocolate like that. But it's subtle. It's delicious. I hope they still have that. I have not been to Houston in a very long time. Of course, I have to have Papados. I mean, I have to. I'm sorry for the culture. Frenchies. I must have me some Frenchies. I want a 5-piece, all wings, with some fries, with some extra seasoning on them, a biscuit, a jalapeno pepper, and a strawberry soda. I need some Shipley's donuts, several of them, some kolaches, from the kolache factory, but you can also get the old school kolache from Shipley's when they had the hot dog inside with the sausage and the jalapenos and the cheese inside the bread. It's delicious.
Oh, you know Brooklyn kolache is on Postmates now?
Yes, nigga, I've ordered it at work. Oh, what else do I have to have? I said Mexican food. I must have Mexican food. There's several places that I have to have Mexican food from. I have to have some barbecue. Oh, nigga, so many things. Sorry.
You're not going to make me drink lean, are you?
No. Oh, I had a bad experience with that one time. Okay, so this story about how I had lean one time, right? So for those who don't know, scientific fact, let me get on my friend right quick. When you have bronchitis, you have it forever. It just lies dormant in your body. And there are certain things that can trigger it and cause it to flare up. I have had bronchitis my entire life. So in the wintertime or when I get sick, I get this awful hacking, whooping cough. Okay. So got really sick one time as an adult, went to the doctor and they gave me lean. So my ass, of course, is like
lean, or they just gave you activists like promethazine with codeine.
I don't know, nigga. It was the shit that makes lean.
Promethazine, okay, or codeine, yeah, okay.
Yes, yeah, like straight up and down prescribed codeine. I guess in promethazine. Shit was strong as fuck.
They give you activists.
Okay. Right? So they gave it to me. And another fun fact about Jade, I have been a complete pussy about taking liquid medication ever since I was a child. I absolutely hate it. I used to cry when I was a kid. Very few things I can cry over. Cough syrup was one of them. I hate liquid medication. I can swallow a pill like a G, but I cannot take liquid medication. Even as an adult, I refuse to buy it. So, I got this, but I was so sick that I had to. So I was like, how can I do this? How can I get this down? What did I do? I bought some Sprite. So bought some Sprite, went to the crib, mixed it together and was like, all right, I'm going to have myself a cocktail. So drank it, was laying in the bed, reading books, watching TV. Kept taking it because my cough was, still bad or whatever, and I needed to finish the medication. They tell you do not drive, do not operate a motor vehicle. Don't do none of that while you're on this shit. There is a reason they tell you not to do that. So my friend comes to town and she's like, I want to see you. I'm like, girl, I'm dying, but okay, I'm going to make it work. So I'm thinking maybe I can feel better this day, take my medicine, get in the car, go pick her up. We're getting ready to go get something to eat. I'm driving. I'm sick as shit. I was like, I got to pull over. You got to drive my car. So I get out of the car, get in the passenger side. We ride a little bit longer. I'm like, you got to pull over. I started throwing my life up. Every bad thought I ever had, every bad intention, every negative, every ass whooping, every potential, everything just came up. It was the worst. So that's the time that I drank lean. It was terrible and I never did it again.
We didn't have lean. You just had cough syrup.
Okay, so what's the difference then, nigga?
Lean is actually like the promethazine with codeine mixed with a soda and
that's what I had.
flavored with like Jolly Ranchers and stuff.
I did everything of that except the Jolly Rancher.
So you okay.
I told you I took my medication and mixed it with Sprite.
Okay, so I guess you did make lean.
Boom.
Kind of.
See?
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Codeine.
Well then.
I had lean. Purple stuff. Purple stuff. Purple. Sorry. It's Big Mo.
Well, okay.
That's it.
We'll see you guys. Okay, bye.
This episode of Jade and XD was produced by Abraham Kevin Quesada.
I love her.
Me too. I really want to be her BFF.
Her and Jennifer Lewis.
I want Jennifer Lewis to be my life coach.
Yes. But Tracee Ellis Ross too, because she's got this positivity that I just aim for. Goals.
Yeah. I love her. We come out. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, shut up.
Ooh,
Stop.
what is
Stop.
that? What is that? What?
Sorry.
What was
Sorry.
it?
I was. Oh, there's they're doing the Grownish launch party, and so I was looking at Trevor Jackson Bay Insta stories. Over the age of 18.
I didn't know.
I think he's like 20.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like his music. It's really cute, actually.
Oh, of course you do.
No, he's like he could sing, like for realsies.
Sure, so can Noah.
No, no, I'm for real. Like he can sing, like legit sing, like a Trey Songz, like when he had braids. Well, he has braids again now, which means we're about to get a fire ass album.
Oh no, I don't put those two words together. Trey Songz and fire. Yes, Trey Songz is one word.
Listen, all the great artists who have had braids and cut their hair, like they all had great albums when they had braids. Ludacris,
king of braids in music.
Yes, like we'll never get Fat Rabbit Luda ever again until he grows his hair back.
Oh my God.
And you know how I feel about black men in braids. Black men in braids is the number 16th killer among black men.
Shut the fuck up.
It is the 16th.
So do you think Lil Mo's husband will put out a fire ass album?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you know, he's from Baltimore. He's homeless. Why wouldn't he put out a fire ass album?
Recorded in the car.
Yeah. In the stew. Why not?
Baby, they can't play you, 'cause I'll save you with my superpowers. Girl, you know.
You know his nudes leak?
His what?
His news leak.
Ew, I don't want to see those.
Well, I mean, it's just his dick pic.
Ew.
But no, girl. Oof.
That nigga look like he just got out.
Yeah. And so did his dick.
That's usually how it goes.
That shit is large.
Well, that's why the nigga took a whole lie detector test, and then she was like, I just don't know. You can't be cheating on me. Okay, baby.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Like, it rendered her stupid.
There was no contemplation whatsoever. You never once, hardly ever thought about this nigga being trash. It was just like, you keep hurting me, but I want my family. I'm like, well, this nigga and then you saw the text messages. You saw
right there in black and white.
Like, you're the one who said that you were sending her pictures of your penis. Like, you saw the pictures on the phone of, like, this nigga took his phone out and took a picture of the penis, of the dick.
Yeah.
Like, he posed in the fashion in which it would show itself.
Mm-hmm.
And then he typed dirty messages to the recipient.
He did. And Sita chose to ignore all of that.
It's Sita's world, baby.
Mm-hmm. Sita decided.
I just don't understand why you would go and cheat on me. I just need you to take a lie detector test to see if you've been doing the same thing. I'm doing the Sita moves while I'm doing this.
Yeah, because that's exactly what she did.
Yeah. That is Sita.
Yeah, she's Sita. Like, she's Sita. Like, Sita is now goes by Little Mo.
Sita was like the original Sophia. I mean, imagine.
Hold on. Hold that thought. I have to pee.
Okay, great.
Hold on.
Sorry, Abe. I'll just sing to you. Oh, no, I shouldn't say. I was truly trying to sing you these love songs. I really like what you've done to me. I can't really explain it. I'm so into you. No, I don't want you to think that. I'm sorry. Oh, what else can I sing to you? See, the problem is I've been listening to this 90s R&B playlist, and so everything is sexual, so it's not good. I can't call you my little secret. I can't sing Understanding from You. I don't know. I can't sing TLC's Creep either. I don't want to sing Waterfalls. That is inappropriate. I'm not sure. Oh, here comes XD. You've been saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her.
Okay, go ahead.
I literally just spoke to Abe without him being here.
Okay.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'. The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.